Extreme Parents continues with John Berman and the Naked Truth.
Every family is a bit different in its own way. The Partridge Family, the Addams Family, the Modern Family,
Surprise! Gloria!
and outside Palm Beach, the Reamer Family.
What's interesting about us? There's nothing interesting about it. There really isn't. We're just ordinary people.
Ordinary, except for the part about being naked.
We're the Reamer family, and we're Nudists.
That means naked swimming, naked cleaning, naked homework, naked everything.
I never realized that my clothes were so uncomfortable until I didn't have to wear them anymore.
Frank and Sandra Reamer moved here from New Jersey 6 years ago, with sons Bud, now 15, and Alex, now 9. Here is Sunsport Gardens, a gated campground with a population of about 70, where nudity is not only embraced, but expected. The Reamers only agreed to speak to us if we agreed not to blur, anything.
It sends the wrong message. It sends that nudity is bad.
You know, people have been wearing clothes for, 100,000 years. It's not like clothing just became hip like last Tuesday.
But clothing was originally designed to protect us from the elements, to keep us warm. It wasn't originally designed to cover us up so no one else could see us.
Seeing grown-ups, every inch of them, is one thing. But what about seeing kids?
Well, I don't wear clothes much. Barely ever.
Barely ever?
Barely.
Do you go weeks and weeks and weeks without wearing clothes?
More like months.
Months?
I only wear clothes when I have to.
Alex is homeschooled along with his brother. Like any boy, he loves video games and loves the playground. But he also has another major interest.
What are some of the things you like about living here?
Let's see. You're free to be nude.
And that's a good thing for you?
Yes.
What do you like about that?
You can be nude. I just like it.
There are strangers who are seeing your 9-year-old naked.
Yes.
And that doesn't bother you?
No. Because he's safe.
Sunsport does do background checks on anyone visiting the campground, even us.
You would need your driver's license.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you to fill this out.
Florida's Child Welfare Office says they have no specific policies on nudist camps. There's nothing inherently illegal about this lifestyle. Naked is okay, as long as the behavior is not lewd or sexual.
It's not at all sexual.
No, not at all. My wife and I are in a monogamous relationship. We live with our children. I've seen them all nude. They've all seen me nude.
Does your 9-year-old ever ask questions about the grown-up body parts he's seeing?
The same as a 3-year-old does when they start to see, mom and dad in the shower.
Pediatricians tell us there isn't necessarily a specific age when parents should stop being nude around their kids, but they should take cues from their children. The Reamers say their nonstop nakedness reinforces positive values.
The kids, as far as body image, they're seeing all different kinds of people, and they're seeing that people can be different. There's less judgment. There's a whole different communication. I mean, you're looking at people's eyes.
Since this morning, I've been looking at everyone's eyes because I feel really awkward. I mean, I'm looking at your eyes because I feel awkward if I look anywhere else.
It's the lifestyle, so that's where you tend to look.
What would you think if I weren't looking in your eyes right now? What would you be thinking if I gave you the full look up and down right now?
Oh, we'd probably shut the cameras off and ask you to leave. You don't do that. You don't have inappropriate stares here. It just doesn't happen.
But it is a bit awkward for one member of the family. 15-year-old Bud.
I can't help but notice that you're wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Why have you decided to wear clothes?
It just feels more comfortable.
What do you make of the fact that your family, your mom, your dad, your brother...
I don't care.
Do you think people on the outside judge what goes on in here?
Oh, definitely. I have friends call me weird because I live here.
Bud is allowed to be clothed everywhere inside Sunsport except for the pool area. That's nude only. There are other nudist families here and kids, but Bud says it's isolating and hard to find friends he can relate to. The Reamers say they believe their decision was the right one.
Do you think your kids feel pressure to be naked?
No.
Not at all. They know we wouldn't force them to do something that they didn't want to do. For instance, Alex refuses to wear clothes pretty much. Bud will always wear his clothes.
You ever try to convince Bud to be more naked?
Yeah. You know, it depends on, you know, as he gets older with his age, there's different ways that we approach it with him, and, you know, we have fun with it. We try to encourage him to, you know, be more comfortable, you know, and he's okay with it.
But what about 9-year-old Alex? When he left the compound to go to the library
I don't want to be at the library for nothing.
and buy clothes,
I don't want any of these clothes right now. Can we leave?
he clearly wanted to get back to Sunsport as fast as possible. Does a 9-year-old have a real choice? Isn't this lifestyle somehow limiting?
Alex is a nudist because that's all he knows. Well, if all you know is your religion, isn't that the same thing?
Are you suggesting it is the same thing as a religious choice?
Certainly.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, you see Alex going to college one day?
If he chooses to. I can see him being the one, if he goes off and he's in a dorm, that as soon as he gets in, the first thing he's going to say is, I hope you don't mind, but I'm taking my clothes off. I can see him saying that to his roommate.
Well, depending on where he goes to college, that may be cool.
Right.
What may seem extreme to some people doesn't seem that way to Alex. Not yet. For now, at least, this is his naked truth.
I don't care what anybody's decision is. Mine is to just be nude.